So tell us a little bit, just what is the lay of the land, right? I mean, what are some of the most important terms to learn? And I guess where do you start when you first start to educate people on, okay, so you've been named a beneficiary, what's the deal?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, obviously, this is usually in a time of mourning, right? So you're inheriting assets because some family member that liked you well enough to put you as a beneficiary passed away. So there's the emotional aspect that has to be dealt with, and that can delay the time, the essence of this all happening, which does come into play because the whole rules of inheriting assets has changed significantly over the last few years through laws and through the Secure Act. You have to understand the IRS changed the rules on how non-spouses inherit money. So if you inherit an IRA from anyone other than a spouse, the rules have changed significantly over the last few years, and now you are accelerated to take out those distributions over a 10-year period. So although you're mourning and sometimes you don't want to deal with this, time is ticking. You have a number of years that you must satisfy these distributions if the account comes from an IRA or 401k. So the first thing I start with when a client says I inherited money is I want to see what type of accounts did you inherit? Was it a 401k, an IRA? Was it a house? Was it a Roth IRA? Was it a car? Depending on the type of asset or account will differentiate how that is taxed and the implications to the beneficiary.
Well, and let me kind of sort of expand on that a little bit, just in regards to the differences that are there between same generation versus a different generation, right? Let's just to kind of be clear, for spouses, or if it's the same generation, it's a completely different set of rules than if it's a next generation. Is that correct, or is that an accurate statement or not?
Yeah, so most of our clients will name their spouse as primary beneficiary, and that's because they are given certain exclusions by being primary beneficiary. So I've named my wife beneficiary on my 401k. Anything happens to me, she can move that into her own name without penalties, and she can distribute those assets according to her life expectancy, okay? But those same rules, those same leeways are not given to a child, to a niece or nephew. And so those rules, when you inherit an IRA and you're someone other than a spouse, you have 10 years to deplete that account. And this can be problematic because think about it, you might be in your peak earning years, right? You might be 30, 40, 50 years old and you inherited, Uncle John's IRA, a 401k, and now the IRS says you have to take this account out over 10 years, right? And if you don't know that, how much you take out per year is added on to your income for that year and determines how much taxes you will pay. So that's why it's important to understand and work with a financial advisor who can say, okay, what does your income look like over the next 10 years? When is it appropriate for you to take out this money, knowing that the IRA that you inherited has to be at a zero balance in 10 years? And the taxes you pay will be anywhere from 0 to 45%, depending on when you take that out.